I think. Comes back when I did a little show called Angel Sanctuary. Now, in Angel Sanctuary, I play this angel, Rosio, who has a sister angel, and he's in love with his sister. It's anime, right? Now, the angel's sister died and was resurrected as a young boy. And this young Japanese boy is in love with his sister. It's anime, right? So I'm sitting at my computer back in New York, and back then I get fan mail and I do my best to respond, and I got this one email, and I just went, oh no! I just ran away. Because the email was basically, hi, I'm dating my first cousin. My family doesn't approve, and she's getting cold feet about it. Since you're such an expert in these kinds of things, would you please tell her to keep going out with me?
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
I couldn't wrap my head around that. I was like, I'm just a character. I don't know anything. I think I killed her.
Hi, my name is Catherine. I posted your myth chat.
Yes, you look very familiar. How are you?
I'm good, you?
Good.
I have a question. I was hoping you could talk about the differences between recording a typical anime show and when you recorded Prince Turnip for Howl's Moving Castle.
Well, the typical anime stuff gets done in sort of smaller studios. They're very intimate. The booth is very small. They're little places. They're fun. But Howl's Moving Castle was done at Disney, so it was done on the Disney lot. So I had to drive. It was my first time actually on the Disney lot, and I drove in, got my little pass, parked my car. You have to walk down Mickey Mouse Lane and take a right at Goofy Drive, which is also known as Pluto's Corner. You're over there. And so I walked in, and what they do at Disney is they have big ADR stages. Because what they want to do is they want to record, because they're replacing the dialogue, they may want to sound like it did on the set, so they need a lot of room. So the stage was probably about half the size of this room. It was big. And so you had a huge screen with Howl's Moving Castle on there. And they also, usually, if you've ever seen the stuff sort of behind the scenes, we have the beeps, right? Well, not only did they have the beeps, but they also had lines. So what you'd have is you'd have one big white line on the video here, and another line here, and it would go beep, 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 boom. And when they would line up, you would speak. So it was like, there were so many things coming at me. I was like, what the hell is, it's just so fancy. It was very interesting because I wanted to get on Howl's Moving Castle. I told my agent to try to contact the Disney and Pixar people about it. She called me up and said, all right, the casting guy at Disney is listening to your demo on your website. Good to have a website if you're a voice actor. Listen to the demo on your website, but I can't promise anything. And then she called back like an hour or two later and she's like, okay, that was easy. You need to be there tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I said, cool. They said, you're either going to play a soldier or a prince, but they don't know yet which one. I was like, okay. So I showed up, and the soldier was the soldier in the beginning who hits on Sophie, and then Hal comes and sweeps her away. And for some reason, it wasn't hard to find someone in LA to play that kind of character. So I walked in, and it's like, Crispin, we have this Prince character, and he looks like a girl. Do you know what to do with him? I said, yes, I know what to do with him. Give me the script. Just go. And they scheduled me for an hour, and I got up there, and of course, they're dealing with a lot of celebrities who maybe don't have as much experience matching lip flap, and so they schedule a lot of time to make sure that they can get it all done. And so they scheduled me for an hour to do my lines, and they brought up beep, 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 and I nailed 3 lines right in a row, and everything just stopped. And they looked at me like, you've done this before, haven't you? I said, yeah. And so we got done in 15 minutes, and we spent the rest of the time talking about Miyazaki. It was great.
Hi, I'm Mary.
Hi, Mary.
And this may sound animes I got into, so I only know you as Itachi.
That's fine.
And my question may sound kind of stupid, but this is for you as Itachi.
Yes.
Itachi-san, what would you do for a Klondike bar? So seriously, what would you do?
Kill the beast! No. What would I do for a Klondike bar? I don't know. I'd have to torture Kakashi with a Mangekyo shot. You bet.
You make my job even harder.
What?
You make my job even harder. I have to go and heal him every time you do it.
Sorry.
Hello, I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
I wanted to know if there was anything, like, before you got into voice acting, if there was anything else that you wanted to do, like, as a professional?
I wanted to be an actor, and specifically I wanted to do theater and film, but I was really passionate about theater, and so that's why I sort of studied theater and went to grad school for theater. And then the thing was that the theater that I like to do doesn't really get done in America very much. I liked, Shakespeare, and I liked commedia dell'arte, like mask work, and I liked Suzuki actor training. And so most of the stuff that I was into in theater was like the stuff you would see at like Cirque du Soleil. Like it wasn't, or like what's her puss who did Lion King, Julie Taymor, like that kind of very sort of graphic theater stuff. And I realized that I either needed to found my own theater company to do that, or I needed to follow this animation thing that I really liked. So since I'm not actually born in England, because if I'd been born in England, I probably would have just stayed in the theater. But since I was an American, and I liked my animation, I said, you know what, I'm going to do the animation thing. So that's sort of how I went that way.
And is there any voice actor specifically that you like to work with in any anime?
Well, it's very rare that I get to work with voice actors at all. All anime is recorded separately. The time I get to work with voice actors is when I'm directing. And that's fantastic, because then I get to work with everybody, and everyone comes in and we get to work on stuff. And there's great, I mean, I love working, especially in the anime world, all of us are sort of close, because we have to work with each other a lot, and so, I love working with Steve Bloom, and actually, in Cosmo Warriors Zero, which is a funny little show, I played Zero, and it's based in the Matsumoto universe of Captain Harlock and Yamato and everything. And I have been a Captain Harlock fan since I was like, a babe. Which is why I love Alex Rowe in Last Exile. I love Alex Rowe because in Last Exile, because he's basically a modern Captain Harlock. It's fantastic. But Steve ended up playing Harlock, and I played Zero. And then we have a scene in a bar for like an entire episode where all Zero and Harlock do is say how great the other one is. Right? And Zero's like, I think you're great. Steve's like, I think you're great. And it was like the whole time, that was